In November 2022, the technological landscape witnessed a pivotal transformation with the introduction of ChatGPT by OpenAI. This advanced language model, built on the foundation of GPT 3.5, has redefined the boundaries of artificial intelligence, blurring the lines between machine-generated content and human creativity. Over the past year, ChatGPT has not only captivated the imagination of tech enthusiasts, but has also permeated various sectors, reshaping our interactions with technology. As we mark 1 year since its inception, this video will delve into the profound impact of ChatGPT on diverse fields, exploring its innovations, challenges, and the potential pathways it carves for the future of AI. Join us as we reflect on a year with ChatGPT and how it has undeniably redefined our world. November 2022 was a landmark moment in the AI timeline, akin to watching the first rocket launch into space. It was that revolutionary. But let's pause and think about this. What really made ChatGPT grab headlines and captivate millions? It wasn't just its launch. It was the way it reshaped our understanding of AI. Picture this. You're sitting at your desk, typing away a question to ChatGPT, expecting a robotic, maybe slightly helpful response. Instead, you're met with this engaging, almost eerily human-like conversation. Suddenly, you're not just using a tool, you're interacting with a digital entity that understands context, humor, and even empathy. It's like having a chat with a friend who just happens to know a lot about, well, almost everything. This is where ChatGPT broke the mold. It wasn't a one-trick pony confined to answering straightforward questions. Oh no, it was much more. Whether you needed a poem written in the style of Shakespeare, advice on fixing a recipe gone wrong, or even help in understanding complex scientific concepts, ChatGPT was there, ready to assist, and all with a human touch. ChatGPT wasn't just another AI, it was a cultural shift. It made AI relatable, accessible, and, dare I say, indispensable in our daily lives. We went from viewing AI as this distant, complex technology to embracing it as a part of our everyday toolkit, a digital companion that enhanced our creativity, productivity, and even our ability to learn and grow. As we reflect on a year with ChatGPT, it's clear that this isn't just a chapter in the history of AI. It's a new beginning, a redefinition of our relationship with technology, and a glimpse into a future where AI is not just a part of our world, but a partner in our daily adventures. December 2022 was like the morning after a grand party. The world woke up to the reality of ChatGPT, still dazzled, but now also keenly aware of the need for a more grounded assessment. It was a time when the shiny veneer of novelty began to give way to a deeper, more critical exploration of what ChatGPT truly meant for us, both in promise and in practice. Imagine a pendulum that had swung wildly towards unbridled enthusiasm with ChatGPT's launch. In December, that pendulum began its inevitable swing back, as people started to sift through the initial amazement to uncover the more nuanced truths of this AI breakthrough. Enthusiasts and skeptics alike delved deeper, asking tough but necessary questions. How accurate is ChatGPT really? What about the ethical implications of its use? Could this AI, as miraculous as it seemed, inadvertently misinform or even displace human creativity and labor? The public discourse at this time was not just about praising or critiquing ChatGPT. It was a vibrant, multifaceted conversation about the ethical ramifications of such powerful technology. Questions about data privacy, the generation of potentially misleading information, and the impact on content creators weren't just hypothetical musings. They were urgent, real-world concerns that needed addressing. This period set the tone for ChatGPT's ongoing evolution, grounding it in a more realistic understanding of its capabilities and limitations, and highlighting the importance of responsible AI development and deployment. As we reflect on this phase, it's clear that it was not just about tempering excitement, but about laying a more solid, thoughtful foundation for ChatGPT's role in shaping our society. As the new year of 2023 unfurled, ChatGPT found itself at the heart of a pivotal academic discourse. The January International Conference on Machine Learning, ICML, became a microcosm of this larger debate. Picture this. a gathering of some of the brightest minds in machine learning, all converging to dissect and debate the role of AI in academia. It was here that ChatGPT transitioned from a tech phenomenon to a subject of intense scholarly scrutiny. The ICML's decision to ban ChatGPT for conference paper submissions was like a thunderclap, echoing across the academic landscape. This wasn't just a policy decision, it was a statement, a reflection of the deep concerns about the integrity and originality of scholarly work in the age of advanced AI. The underlying question was profound. How do we harness the power of AI like ChatGPT without compromising the core values of academia? Imagine the diverse voices at this conference. Some hailed ChatGPT as a revolutionary tool, envisioning a future where AI and human intellect coalesce to push the boundaries of research. They saw in ChatGPT a partner that could sift through vast data, assist in literature reviews, and even spark new hypotheses. However, others peered into this same future and saw potential pitfalls. The specter of plagiarism, the risk of diluting academic rigor with AI-generated content, and the blurring of lines between human creativity and machine output loomed large. What ensued was not just a debate, but a critical introspection within academia. How could tools like ChatGPT be woven into the educational tapestry in a way that supports and enhances learning and research without undermining them? The discussions transcended technicalities, touching on the very ethos of academic work. It became clear that navigating this new AI-infused academic landscape would require not just technological savvy, but also ethical and philosophical wisdom. This period was a harbinger of a new era in education and research, one where AI like ChatGPT would be a collaborator, but within carefully crafted boundaries that safeguard the sanctity of academic pursuit. It set the stage for a dynamic, ongoing dialogue about the role of AI in academia, a conversation that will undoubtedly shape the future of education and research in profound ways. February 2023 marked a pivotal moment in the generative AI landscape, one characterized by strategic maneuvers and heightened competition. Google's move involving Anthropic, a rising star in AI focusing on safety and ethics, was more than just a business decision. It was a clear signal of the intensifying race in the AI domain. Let's paint a picture of this scenario. Imagine a high-stakes chess game where every major tech player is carefully positioning their pieces. In this game, Google's move was both bold and strategic. By pouring a whopping $300 million into Anthropic, Google wasn't just investing in a company. It was making a statement about its commitment to not just participate, but lead in the generative AI space. This move was Google planting its flag saying, "We're here and we're serious." Anthropic, a relatively new player founded in 2021, suddenly found itself in the spotlight, armed with Google's cutting-edge cloud TPU chips. Picture Claude, Anthropic's large language model, as a kind of digital David gearing up to take on the Goliaths of the AI world. Google's backing gave Claude the slingshot it needed, one of the most advanced silicon tech in the cloud computing realm. But let's zoom out and see the bigger picture. This move by Google was not just about bolstering its own position. It was a direct response to the growing influence of ChatGPT and OpenAI, which have been setting the pace in the generative AI race. In this rapidly evolving field, being ahead means not just keeping pace with current innovations, but also anticipating and shaping future trends. The climate of the generative AI sector at this time was electric, buzzing with innovation, investment, and strategic alliances. Every major tech company, not just Google, was eager to carve out its piece of the AI pie. This was more than a technological arms race. It was a bid for future relevance and leadership in an industry that was quickly proving to be not just lucrative, but transformative. March 2023 was a landmark moment in the AI odyssey with the release of GPT-4 by OpenAI. This wasn't just an upgrade, it was a quantum leap in the realm of AI. GPT-4 wasn't merely an incremental improvement over its predecessor, GPT 3.5. It was a game changer, a breakthrough that expanded the horizons of what AI could achieve. Picture this, GPT-4 not just processing text, but also interpreting images, transforming a hand-drawn doodle into a sleek, functioning website. It's like having a digital wizard at your fingertips, one that understands your words and visuals, weaving them into something tangible and functional. This multimodal ability of GPT-4 wasn't just about versatility, it was about redefining user interaction with AI, making it more intuitive, more human-like. The technical prowess of GPT-4 was nothing short of astounding. Imagine an AI system taking the US bar exam and not just passing it, but ranking in the top 10% of test takers. This wasn't just a demonstration of raw processing power. It was a testament to GPT-4's ability to understand, interpret, and navigate complex, nuanced tasks, a domain once thought to be the exclusive realm of human intellect. Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, captured the essence of GPT-4 perfectly. He described it as their most capable and aligned model, one that resonated more closely with human values and intent. Yet he was candid about its imperfections, a reminder that despite its leaps in capabilities, GPT-4 was still a work in progress, a sophisticated tool in the hands of humanity, but not a replacement for human wisdom. One of the most significant advancements in GPT-4 was its improved handling of hallucinations, those occasional yet jarring inaccuracies that earlier models grappled with. Being 82% less likely to generate disallowed content and scoring 40% higher on factuality tests, GPT-4 represented a stride towards more reliable, trustworthy AI interactions. As we moved into April 2023, the narrative around AI took a more introspective turn. The conversations weren't just about what AI can do, they were about what it should do. Data privacy, ethical use, and responsible AI governance became central themes. This period marked a crucial phase where the exhilaration of technological breakthroughs was tempered with the sobering realization of their societal impact. The discussions around GPT-4 during this time were not just about harnessing its capabilities, but about steering this powerful tool towards safe, ethical, and beneficial applications. May 2023 heralded yet another chapter in the ChatGPT saga with the introduction of ChatGPT plugins, transforming it from a sophisticated conversational AI into a multifaceted digital assistant with almost limitless potential. This wasn't just an update, it was a paradigm shift in the way users interacted with and utilized ChatGPT. Imagine ChatGPT as a Swiss Army knife, already impressive in its capabilities. With the addition of plugins, this tool suddenly transformed into an entire toolbox, each plugin adding a new function, a new way to interact with the world. These plugins allowed ChatGPT to reach beyond its own database, to pull in real-time data from external sources, to connect with third-party services. The implications of this were enormous. ChatGPT was no longer just a conversational partner. It became a portal to an expansive universe of information and functionality. The impact on user experience was nothing short of revolutionary. Users could now customize ChatGPT to their specific needs and tasks. Think about the possibilities. A user interested in finance could enable a plugin to fetch the latest stock market trends. A traveler could use a translation plugin to break language barriers. Someone with a smart home could integrate ChatGPT to manage their devices. The potential applications were as varied as the needs and creativity of its users. This level of customization and versatility didn't just enhance the user experience. It transformed ChatGPT into an indispensable tool across various domains. Whether it was for personal use, professional tasks, or academic research, ChatGPT, equipped with the right plugins, could adapt and provide tailored assistance. June 2023 saw the introduction of Google DeepMind's Gemini, a development that sent ripples through the AI community and beyond. Let's delve into the essence of this breakthrough. Revealed at the Google I/O event, Gemini wasn't just a product of massive investment. It was a manifestation of Google's vision for the future of conversational AI. Drawing from the strategic prowess of DeepMind's AlphaGo, Gemini brought to the table a novel approach centered on strategic decision-making and problem-solving. As the AI community and the world awaited Gemini's official launch, the air was thick with anticipation and speculation. The big question on everyone's mind was how Gemini would redefine the landscape of conversational AI. Would it set new performance benchmarks, or would it spur a wave of innovation across the industry, pushing other players to up their game? The answers to these questions, still unfolding, are poised to shape the trajectory of AI development for years to come. July 2023 underscored the complexities and rapid advancements in the AI landscape, particularly highlighting the intertwining of technological progress with legal and ethical considerations. As AI technology, epitomized by models like Gemini and ChatGPT, became more ingrained in our daily lives, the challenges it presented went beyond mere technical hurdles to encompass broader legal and societal implications. The legal landscape surrounding generative AI was becoming increasingly fraught with intricacies. With AI's growing influence, issues like competition law, data privacy, and intellectual property rights came to the fore. The Federal Trade Commission's Bureau of Competition, in tandem with the Office of Technology, played a key role in this drama. Their focus on ensuring fair competition in the generative AI space was critical. Also, the breakneck speed of AI evolution brought its own set of challenges. Keeping these AI models updated, relevant, and ethically aligned with societal values was akin to chasing a moving target. It required a delicate balancing act, blending technical expertise with a deep understanding of ethical considerations and societal impact. August 2023 marked a significant milestone in the corporate adoption of AI with the launch of ChatGPT Enterprise, a version of ChatGPT meticulously tailored for the business landscape. This development was not just an incremental step, it represented a leap forward in how companies could harness the power of AI. ChatGPT Enterprise stood out for its robust focus on security and privacy, recognizing that trust and data protection are paramount in the business realm. With advanced encryption methods and adherence to stringent standards like certified SOC 2, this platform was designed to ensure the sanctity of sensitive corporate data. But the platform's appeal didn't stop at security. It was also about empowering businesses with scalability and high performance. Imagine a corporation implementing AI not just in one department, but across its entire operation. ChatGPT Enterprise made this a reality with features like an admin console for efficient user management, single sign-on, and domain verification. The performance was equally compelling, with GPT-4 providing unparalleled AI interaction speeds, crucial for businesses where time is of the essence. Recognizing the diverse needs of the corporate world, ChatGPT Enterprise also offered API integration for custom solutions. This feature was about opening doors to new possibilities. Companies could now tailor ChatGPT to their unique operational requirements, leveraging AI to meet specific business goals and objectives. September brought another update to ChatGPT, reintroducing its internet browsing capabilities, significantly expanding its access to information. This enhancement fundamentally expanded ChatGPT's access to information, addressing a critical limitation it had faced until then: the reliance on pre-September 2021 data. However, this advancement also brought its share of challenges and concerns, primarily around privacy and the quality of information accessed. With the ability to browse the internet came the risk of encountering harmful material, misinformation, and copyrighted content. OpenAI's response to these concerns was to implement controls that allowed websites to dictate how ChatGPT could interact with their content, striving to strike a balance between open information access and responsible usage. Despite these challenges, the introduction of internet browsing capabilities in ChatGPT represented a leap forward in its functionality. This feature didn't just expand the breadth of ChatGPT's information access, it elevated its potential as a real-time information tool for users seeking current data and insights from the web. This enhancement was a key milestone in OpenAI's quest to create increasingly sophisticated and versatile AI tools, reflecting the broader trend in the industry towards AI systems that are not just knowledgeable, but dynamically interactive and up-to-date. October 2023 witnessed OpenAI's integration of ChatGPT and DALL-E 3. This melding of advanced text and image generation capabilities marked a significant leap in the realm of AI-assisted art and design, offering users an unprecedented level of creative versatility. The integration was akin to combining the skills of a creative writer with a talented artist. Users could now converse with ChatGPT to develop intricate, nuanced prompts, which DALL-E 3 would then bring to life in visual form. This process made AI art creation more accessible, intuitive, and importantly, more aligned with the user's creative vision, even for those not skilled in crafting detailed prompts. This integration signified a major milestone in the evolution of AI applications. It wasn't just about the individual capabilities of ChatGPT and DALL-E 3. It was about how their combined strengths could open up new avenues for creative expression and innovation. This blend of text and image generation underscored the potential of AI tools to work collaboratively, creating solutions that transcended their individual functionalities. It marked the beginning of a new era in AI-driven creativity, one where the boundaries of artistic expression and AI capabilities were being continuously expanded and redefined. November 2023 at OpenAI's developer conference was a time of significant progress and unexpected upheaval. The conference itself was marked by two major announcements that underscored OpenAI's relentless pursuit of innovation in AI: the introduction of custom GPTs and the launch of GPT-4 Turbo. Yet, these developments were juxtaposed against a backdrop of surprising leadership changes, most notably the firing and subsequent rehiring of Sam Altman as CEO. The announcement of custom GPTs was a game changer. This new capability allowed ChatGPT Plus subscribers and enterprise customers to create personalized versions of ChatGPT tailored for specific applications. It was a major step towards democratizing AI customization, providing users with a no-code platform to craft AI agents for their unique needs. The GPT Store, a marketplace for these custom AI agents, was not just a platform. It was an ecosystem encouraging and rewarding user-driven innovation and creativity. Complementing this was the introduction of GPT-4 Turbo. As a more powerful and cost-efficient iteration of the GPT-4 model, it promised to broaden the reach and utility of AI, catering to a more diverse range of users and applications. This enhanced version reflected OpenAI's commitment to continuous improvement, ensuring its AI models remained cutting-edge. These announcements, however, were overshadowed by tumultuous leadership changes within OpenAI. The sudden firing of Sam Altman, a co-founder and key figure in the organization, was a shock. Known for his pivotal role in the development and success of ChatGPT, Altman's departure raised questions about the internal dynamics and future direction of OpenAI. However, the swift reversal of this decision, with Altman's reappointment, indicated a period of internal reevaluation and adjustment. This leadership turmoil was more than an organizational shuffle. It had potential implications for the developmental trajectory of ChatGPT and OpenAI's overall strategy. Sam Altman's rehiring could be seen as a recognition of his crucial role in OpenAI's success and a desire to maintain continuity in the face of rapid growth and industry challenges. However, this episode also highlighted the need for strong governance and clear strategic direction in tech companies, particularly those at the forefront of transformative technologies like AI. So, as we bring our journey to a close, let's pause and appreciate the extraordinary year we've had with ChatGPT. Think about it. This AI hasn't just been a tech phenomenon. It's been like a compass, guiding us through uncharted digital territories. From its early days as a curious new tool, ChatGPT has grown into an essential part of our daily lives, reforming everything from how we work to how we unleash our creativity. This year, we've seen ChatGPT make waves in all sorts of fields. In academia, it's been both a helper and a provocateur, challenging us to think critically about the integrity and future of scholarly work. In the business world, it's been nothing short of revolutionary. With ChatGPT Enterprise, businesses found a way to marry cutting-edge AI with their need for security and efficiency. As we reflect on this transformative year, we realize that ChatGPT isn't just a chapter in AI's history. It's the author of a whole new story. A story where AI is more than a tool. It's a partner, a collaborator, and an innovator. It's been a year of growth, challenges, and breakthroughs. A year where ChatGPT didn't just redefine AI, it redefined our world. Looking ahead, The future is as bright and boundless as our imagination. The journey with ChatGPT and AI is far from over. In fact, it's just getting started. So, thank you for being part of this incredible adventure. Here's to another year of innovation, discovery, and transformation with ChatGPT. Stay curious, stay inspired, and as always, keep exploring the limitless possibilities of AI with us. Until next time, take care.